You know what? The quiet person in your next meeting may not be disengaged. They may have already done the math. Maybe they've brought up a concern before and nothing changed. And maybe they brought it up again. And this time they were maybe ignored or corrected or made to feel like they were being negative. So they learned. And this is not learning through some kind of policy or guideline. They learned by watching what happened when truth was spoken. And now they're quiet. But here's the problem. The concern did not disappear. It just stopped being expressed. So now it's probably sitting in that person's chest, being talked about in hallway conversations or in the break room, and it's sitting somewhere inside the team. And if that concern had anything to do with patient care, safety, staffing, trust, or communication, then that silence is not harmless. Silence hides risk. A typical leader may say, "Ugh, that person's just checked out." But a patient-centered leader says, "What happened that made silence feel safer than honesty?" And that question does matter. Because if bad news stops traveling upward, then it makes sense to conclude that leaders are then making decisions with incomplete or maybe even completely wrong information. And they may think everything is fine, that the team agrees and that there's very little risk to be concerned about. But the people closest to the work may know something different. And that's why patient-centered leadership is not just about being kind. It's about creating a place where truth can be expressed without judgment, even when that truth is uncomfortable, and especially then. Roots of Change advisory work is application-based. If you are a healthcare executive or senior leader and this work feels relevant to your organization, message me privately with the word roots and I will share the next step. Remember, the more power we hold, the more responsibly we must use it. Power is not demonstrated by control, it's demonstrated by how we care for those with less.